Hello, lovely viewers, and welcome to another episode of Glitz Sports Xpress News, where we give you nothing but the best. Before we get into today's news, I'd kindly ask you to subscribe to our channels, click on the notification button, like, send, comment. You can also follow us on our TikTok channel. We have Glitz Sports Xpress on TikTok, Instagram threads, Facebook page, and you can follow us on X on Glitz X Express. You can also get the detailed news on our website www.glitzsportsexpress.com. So today we're going to tell you about Thomas Tuchel and what he has landed himself into. We're going to go to Ancelotti in Brazil. We're going to tell you about the current squad, the most, should I say, expensive squad going into the FIFA Club World Cup. We're going to tell you the progress with Kevin De Bruyne after leaving Manchester City. And then we're going to tell you about Sadio Mane, the Senegal star, the former Liverpool star, and the current Al Nassr star. So quickly we go to Brazil, and then remember I told you before, Carlo Ancelotti's first task or first test with Brazil was against Ecuador, in which he drew. Well, Vinicius Jr., like I told you, came to the rescue of his manager to say that his manager didn't have enough time to train with them. He only had 2 or 3 sessions. Well, Vinicius Jr. has still saved his manager from another shame. In their match against Paraguay, Vinicius Jr.'s goal qualified Brazil to the 2026 FIFA World Cup that will be hosted in USA, Mexico, and Canada. Well, thanks to Vinicius Jr., at least Carlo Ancelotti's name would rest. Not that they had an impressive performance, because the Braziliano should have won something, maybe 4-3 somewhere, but yeah, Brazil won against Paraguay and they've qualified to the FIFA Club, not the FIFA Club, but the FIFA World Cup. Garnacho, the Manchester United star whose idol has remained Cristiano Ronaldo in the face of criticisms and everything. Well, Garnacho has had a fallout with former Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag. He's having the same with Amorim. Well, many people have thought maybe he should just trash things out and then play his football, but no. He was termed the next Ronaldo for Manchester United, but no, things are going sour. Garnacho is now targeting a move to Al Nassr to play with his idol Cristiano Ronaldo. Whether or not Al Nassr would want to sign Garnacho is another thing. I'm not sure money is going to be the problem of Al Nassr, because they have money to splash, but whether or not they want the services of Garnacho is the problem. Well, Kevin De Bruyne left Manchester City after 10 years of service. And then he had some weird comments about the UEFA Nations League, saying that it's not an important league. Well, it's one of those sentimental messages. You know, if Kevin De Bruyne and Belgium had won the UEFA Nations League, I don't think he would make the same comments. Well, Ronaldo won it. So I think that's what's making him say this. But that aside, Kevin De Bruyne has secured a deal with Napoli after leaving Manchester City. So his next club will be in the Italian league, where he'll be playing with his teammate Romelu Lukaku. Well, Uzbekistan is what surprised me. I keep saying this, football is evolving. Teams that we never expected, teams we thought don't deserve to be, are now making excel in football. Uzbekistan has qualified to the FIFA World Cup for the first time. And it's not just their qualification. No government promised them any huge sums of money or any bonuses, but these players played their hearts out. They wanted to qualify to the FIFA World Cup. Well, they have qualified. And you see this picture on my screen. It's not a car show. It's not like a garage. It's cars parked on the pitch side of a stadium. Well, after Uzbekistan qualified to the World Cup, the government, in collaboration with their FA, arranged these nice, beautiful, brand new cars for the players and management. Well, many people have started quizzing whether this is going to end, because if they just qualify to the World Cup and are getting these kind of cars, if Uzbekistan should qualify or yes, should qualify out of the group stages of the World Cup. Probably every player gets a private jet or maybe a presidential palace. I told you Thomas Tuchel's message after winning a 1-0 was very wrong. Well, if I always love Mourinho for these things. Mourinho will tell you, I don't need possession to win football. If I have 1% possession and I still win, it's more important than having 99% possession. And that is what Thomas Tuchel is trying to channel England into. Well, the Three Lions had won their first 3 games under Thomas Tuchel and recorded no single goal. Well, now this history has been broken and another history has been made. Remember, no African team has ever scored the Three Lions in any competition. Whether friendlies, they've never been defeated by any African team. Well, now, Thomas Tuchel, who had an impressive first 3 games without a lose, without conceding a single goal, has lost against Senegal, an African team, which has become another precedent because Senegal became the first African team to score against England, and it was under the management of Thomas Tuchel. Now he's going to probably go to the drawing board with his stars. Harry Kane was playing. I don't have to tell you the players in the Three Lions. They are star-studded. Jude Bellingham, we have Grealish, we have James, we have Cole Palmer. They are just spread it everywhere. But they still lost in a 3-1 against Senegal. Well, remember Sadio Mane, the Liverpool star who now plays with Al Nassr. Well, Sadio Mane has to be excused from the national team. Well, not because he's not fit. Sadio Mane has been in top form with Al Nassr, but the Senegalese has to be sidelined for a while because he reiterated after losing a couple of games, the kind of insults and criticism that come particularly to him is something that shouldn't be. Yeah, it's not because he's the star player, but every player has been criticized in one way or the other. Cristiano Ronaldo is still winning for his club and he's still being criticized. Yamal Lamine has been fantastic for Spain, for Barcelona. But just when they lose, all attention goes to Yamal. Well, there are other players in the team who are not doing well or probably doing better than the Yamals and Cristianos and Sadio Manes. But, well, he has said that the insults coming to him is too much and he can't take it. So he's just excused himself for a while. So just like I was saying, Senegal are the first team to beat England. But then they are not the only African team that has been an European team. Well, let me put you into a little history. So Senegal beat England by 3-1. And then remember in the 2022 World Cup, Morocco beat Portugal by 1-0. Well, in the same World Cup 2022, Cameroon beat Brazil by 1-0. France also got defeated by Tunisia by another 0-0. So these are 4 African countries that have defeated either any Western team. Well, remember after England lost to Senegal, in that same game, Jude Bellingham got disallowed after a VAR check for a foul. Well, this is what Thomas Tuchel had to say about it. So I read. I see this with my parents, with my mom, that she cannot see the nice, well-educated and well-behaved guy that I see. If he smiles, he wins everyone over. But sometimes you see the hunger and the rage and the fire. It can come out in a way that can be a bit repulsive. For example, for my mother, when she sits in front of the TV, I see that. Well, this is what Thomas Tuchel had to say about Jude Bellingham. Well, he continued to say, I see that, but in general, we are very happy to have him. He's a special boy. So to Thomas Tuchel, Jude Bellingham is a very special boy. Well, he's been a special boy for Dortmund, for Real Madrid. And to the England national team, he's continuing being a special boy. Remember in our previous video, I told you about the teams that have qualified for the FIFA Club World Cup and the teams that certain teams are going to face. Well, today I'm telling you the teams that Chelsea will be playing and the dates they will be playing them. So Chelsea will be playing Los Angeles on the 16th of June and then play Flamengo on the 20th of June. Chelsea will then face LS Tunis on the 25th of June. And then after, there's one surprise that Chelsea will be facing. That's where it gets very interesting. Well, I'll tell you that in our next video. So remember, again, Senegal beat England. And this is something many people in Africa have started making news about. Well, this same coach that beat England was the winner with the Chan team of Senegal in 2022. So he won with the Senegal in the African Nations Championship. Then he, after, replaced the legendary Aliou Cisse. After replacing Aliou Cisse, many people started asking questions whether he was capable of the job, whether he was going to be fit to. But yes, he's proving everybody wrong now. So he's not only beat England, but he's preparing for better days ahead. Well, Papa Thiaw is the legendary coach now for Senegal who has beaten England. And this shouldn't be news. It's football, like I always say. Football is evolving. I know Africa has got a lot of talent, just like Brazil, just like England, like every other. It's just how you manage these talents, how you put together a couple of talents to bring out the best in them. There's the FIFA Club World Cup coming on, and you always know there's the most valuable team, the most valuable whatever. Well, Real Madrid, for this particular FIFA Club World Cup, is parading the most valuable team in the world, like currently. Not Man City, not Liverpool, not Barcelona. Real Madrid currently has the most valuable team going into the FIFA Club World Cup. And whether or not they can win with the FIFA Club World Cup, we don't know. Well, also the matches that are sold the highest tickets include Chelsea and Real Madrid, Benfica and Boca Juniors. Like they are the teams that have sold the highest tickets. Well, today's episode is just to give you an update on what's going on around the world of sports. Remember, on the 13th of July in Accra, Ghana, Bukom Boxing Arena, there's a fight between Tabiti and Dickson. Well, this is a fight I've told you you don't want to miss. There's going to be an undercard fight between Gosh and Alute. Well, they are Ghanaian fighters who are going to fight out in a brawl. Like it's a bragging right fight. So trust me, you wouldn't want to miss it. Anybody in Africa, in Accra, Ghana, it's going to be live on the zone. So just be sure to catch every other thing. Before we leave you, like always, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on our various handles, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Facebook page, Glitz Sports Xpress, and on X at Glitz Sports Xpress. And then on our website, glitzsportsxpress.com. See you in our next video.